All right, man, let's dive right into it, man. So let's talk about the lockdown, gatekeeping, scheming, scamming Sony. Okay, so you guys already know they like to lock down everything. They like to scheme. They like to do cash grabs. They like to do remakes. They like to lock down everything. So that's why they're afraid of Game Pass, which they shouldn't be. And just note now, I'm not actually talking about PlayStation. I'm actually talking about Sony. I'm talking about the bosses, the ones that run everything and run people away with all of their greed is Sony. You know, they own PlayStation, so they pretty much can tell PlayStation whatever to do. And PlayStation can't really even say anything. You know, you have to listen to your boss. So I'm directly targeting the cash grabbing remake kings that will not let them make anything else, especially outside of third party. If it's not a third party, they're not gonna let the first party do it. All we want to do is remakes now and cash grabs. You know, and it's crazy that, you know, it came to this point in gaming where it just seemed like they're just scheming and just trying to get over on everybody, and it's not really helping. It's not really benefiting gaming. There's really no games on either side really that anybody wants except God of War right now, where I know Starfield been delayed. That pissed so many Xbox Game Boys off. You know what I'm saying? I really want to play Starfield and Redfall 2. I was highly upset about those being delayed. But next year is looking up for Xbox. PlayStation still has some bangers coming too, I think. But all of the remakes and the remasters and just the cash grabbing, you know, just all of the Dead Spaces, all the Spider-Mans, all of the Last of Us just remakes. Now you're gonna probably work on Uncharted. We're probably gonna hear about Uncharted being remade over about 10 more times. It's like, dude, we want to go in a different direction, or do we want to stay the same? Like, which one is it, Sony? Which one? You saying when they said that they believe in generations, they really meant that. Like, all we're gonna do is cash grab this whole generation now. PS5 is just gonna be cash grabbing and remakes and charging everybody $70 for games. $70 now, and you cash grabbing kings over here, scheming. You know, pretty much double dipping, double backing, backtracking Sony. All they want to do is just they're only after money. Clearly, you guys can see that by now. They're only after money right now. Like, I don't know if they're trying to acquire more studios for the next 3 to 5 years before they decide to even make another, you know, Uncharted of the world that we probably ain't gonna hear about another 5 years. What else? We didn't hear about a new Ratchet and Clank. We hear about Spider-Man. See, they only want to make the huge games, the AAA games. Now, we did get a taste of, I think, Ghost of Tsushima 2, but even then, they're gonna probably milk that one. After that one, I don't even know. They may milk that one for the next 2 generations. We made PlayStation 7 getting a remake of Ghost of Tsushima 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, they love to milk stuff, man. And all we're asking for is just to compete with Game Pass. That's all we want from Sony. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it, bro. All they want to do is just cash grab and remakes. They just want it easy for the creators. They're not even challenging their creators. So if you're not challenging someone, how can they get better? That's all I'm saying, Sony. Challenge them. You guys are not challenging them. You're saying, let's just go in there and pretty much copy and paste. No new mechanics. The same exact game. Everybody's crying about The Last of Us is going to be the same exact game now, but just better upgraded graphics on cutscenes. You're looking at it like a movie now on cutscenes. Okay, wow. $70. I heard one guy say, man, that game should only be 30 bucks. It should be no more than 30 bucks. It ain't like you added like all new animations. You added more stuff into the game. As a matter of fact, you can create your own character. You know, they didn't add things like that to make the game more appealing, to make it say, hey, you know what? You know, give it more of an open world experience. Make a battle royale mode on it. Like, they didn't do things like this to make you like, okay, let's change it up to at least make it feel like it's gonna be worth $70. Now that cash grab would be amazing because you would be like, okay, they went in a whole totally different direction. They even made a battle royale or a multiplayer kind of deal with it. And you can play as all the creatures and everything on there and all that other good stuff that we love so much from Last of Us. And we don't want to damage or tarnish the name. And that's what seems like to be happening. And we really don't want to do that. But it seems like Sony don't care because that greed, like I said again, they're scheming, they're greedy, they don't care about what the fans say. They only do what they want to do. And once again, I will say this. You know, Xbox gives us a choice. Sony likes to force you into things, to be in an ecosystem, to only deal with Sony, and that's it. They don't really like to think outside the box. They're too close-minded with that old school way of thinking. It's old, it's dead, start over. We need to do something new. They don't want to do it. They're old, they're stuck in their ways, their brain's not operating or something. Something is wrong. I don't know what's wrong over there at Sony, I don't know. But they won't allow PlayStation to do what the fans are asking them to do, the same thing. Now they're just following Game Pass at this point. So we'll have to see. So on to the next one. So it seems to be they have some rumors out here that they could have a new Iron Man game in the works. So I'm pretty much thinking if it is another Marvel lineup, it could be another Spider-Man situation and Wolverine situation and Iron Man situation. As will Sony lock it down? I don't know if they're gonna lock it down because I think EA is making it. But if they do have some type of under the table deal, knowing Sony, there's always a catch. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a catch, and these guys are always doing something crazy. So if they do lock it down, man, who knows, you know, what type of deal will this be? Will they even bring the next Spider-Man on Game Pass or Xbox? Will they even bring it out on Xbox? We don't even know. Will Wolverine be on Xbox? Or would Iron Man be on Xbox and PC? Or are they just going to lock all of them down to PlayStation and then like 2 to 3 to 4 years later it comes on PC? Or maybe Game Pass, who knows? You know, I'm guessing it's starting to go by numbers. That's what I'm guessing. If the numbers are right, then maybe the deal might be right. But if there is an Iron Man game in the works, man, you know, EA is trying to make this one. It's not going to be Square Enix and is it Crystal Dynamic or someone like that? I think it's Crystal Dynamic and Square Enix. That Avenger game was not. It did not do the numbers that everybody wanted it to be. And then on top of that, they made Spider-Man exclusive, another exclusive deal to, you know, only have Spider-Man on PlayStation, which is Insomniac did not make that Spider-Man. So I don't understand, how can you lock down Square Enix Spider-Man and you're trying to say that, oh, we care about the fans, we want this to be a huge game, an adventure game. First of all, I would just like to make this other point before I get back to Iron Man. Okay, Sony wants us to support Spider-Man movie, and they want Xbox fans to go watch Spider-Man movie, but you don't allow the game to come on Xbox and just now starting to allow it to come on PC when you pretty much see that your console's not selling. PlayStation 5s, you can't even find them, and they can't even produce enough of them due to the chip shortage. So now you're starting to put all your games on there on PC to make up the loss, you know. So, you know, I mean, it's business, I get it, but why now? Why do you need Microsoft help now? You know, you don't really want to put it on Game Pass, which is if you're all about money. So it's someone in the front office, it's some boss man. It's always a bad boss or a bad management somewhere, and it just seems like this is real bad management. Because if they're gonna do Iron Man comes out and it flops and it don't do good, and they do the same as that anti-consumer moves and locking down everything and doing little backdoor deals and doing little time exclusive deals like Final Fantasies of the world, You know, you want to lock down all these Call of Duty DLC packs and stuff, extra little packs that they can add on Call of Duty, but it only come to PlayStation. So it's like it's always a catch with Sony. So I just wanted to touch on that little update, man. I think they're gonna probably be coming out with an Iron Man game. Of course, they got Wolverine in the works and a new Spider-Man game. Will Spider-Man? I don't think Spider-Man it may drop on PC, but if they bring it out on Xbox this go round, do they go back and release Miles and the remaster? I don't know. See, this whole thing is just confusing. Like that's why I said at first it was good for business. It's good and it's bad for business, because it's good if PlayStation 5, if you can find one. If PlayStation 5, if you were able to walk in your store right now and find one, it would be good to lock down Spider-Man, you know, because you know the consoles are selling. That means fans are buying the games. You don't have to worry about scalpers out there selling them on eBay for like quadruple the price. So you know it would be a lot easier if you can do it that way. But being that, you know, Sony's so anti-consumer and they just want to gatekeep, you know, and just lock you down into their ecosystem the old-fashioned way. It don't work that way no more, because everything is going live streaming. Subscription service now. It's like Game Pass is like the Netflix of gaming, and they don't really want to compete like that. They don't want to put their first-party games. So if Iron Man comes out, who knows if they do a backdoor deal with EA, it's going to be exclusive, and it's Marvel. So that's what led me to believe that, hey, if Spider-Man have been exclusive to PlayStation, Wolverine been exclusive to PlayStation, and now I'm pretty sure Iron Man is going to be exclusive to PlayStation if they do a backdoor deal. But if they do, you know, a multi-plat deal, then hey, it is what it is, and then it will come to probably Game Pass, Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. So till next time, guys, make sure you guys smash that like, that subscribe button, and click that notification bell so you guys can get notified every single time I drop a new video. Thank you and peace.